Welcome back to the Woman Experience. I am so glad you're here. If you're new on this channel, my name is Edith. This is a channel for women who want to level up, those who want to, become a better version of themselves. If you are on a journey to really redefining everything you've ever known, this is a space for you. We come here, we learn, we grow together. But also tell me the kind of content that you'd like me to tackle. I really believe that there's power in talking about the things that are unspoken, the things that not many people talk about, the cost of pain, the cost of indecision, the cost of not being true to your dreams. And this is my journey, and I hope to carry you along with me. But I'm also hoping that even if I just inspire one woman, that we are gonna grow together. So today I really wanted to talk about a protocol that came to mind when I was reflecting about the direction I want to take. And I am so convinced that part of the reason why a lot of people don't move ahead with their goals, why a lot of people don't feel like their life is moving, is because we are not minding our business as we should. So cue in, enter the Mind Your Business protocol. Now, it came to me because this will go against everything you've ever been told as a woman. Because I am one. We are nurturers. We are people who really care about others. We want to do things right. But for the first time, I want us to be a little bit selfish. Because let me tell you, baby, if you want to follow your dreams, if you want to move ahead, if you want to really feel happy and truly happy with the direction of your life, you have to start minding your business, which is why today we are talking about the Mind Your Business protocol. Because in 2026, baby, we are not coming to play. We're not playing small. And if you haven't watched a lot of my content on self-love, being, prioritizing your life, there's a lot of wisdom. And I will keep repeating this wisdom and tag a friend, tag a sister, tag a niece, let women know that this is where it's at. Anyway, so the Mind Your Business protocol has commandments. It has rules. It has things that you need to start shifting. So number one, we are going to start minding our lanes. And for the things that we have decided to do, we will keep on that lane even when it gets difficult. Yes. So number one, thou shalt mind your lane, and you will keep to your lane, please. Because why this is so important, if you don't mind your lane, you start, the way like you're on a highway, you're on this lane, and you want to keep changing lanes every now and then. Have you ever noticed that sometimes always switching lanes every 2 to 3 minutes is not very helpful? You will still find the cars that were behind you in front of you. It's the same cars. So the idea behind minding your lane is making sure that whatever things you decide to do, don't get into the business of everyone. Remember, you're minding your own business. You decide that this is a choice, this is a thing I want to do for the next couple of months. I lock in and I move ahead. I'm not looking to see whether other cars want to pass me or whatever. I am minding my lane until I get to my destination. And this is so important because a lot of the times we know what we need to do, but there's distractions of life, of friends, people who want to hang out when you want to do some work, there's just a lot in our lives. And I think this is one of those where if you don't reinforce it, it's very quickly going to distract you, because it's the beginning of the year. People are feeling very, validated by their goals. I now have these goals. And then you'll be on this highway, distractions will come up and you won't get there. So the first rule of minding your business is you stay on your lane and you keep at it. Number two, this is a huge one. We are protecting our peace and our sanity. Like the way you protect your money, the way you're always checking your account to see whether the balance you left is what is still there, because we are very hardwired to protect money. I want you to start protecting your boundaries and your peace. Like your life depends on it. Why this is so important is because you become emotionally regulated. There are so many instances in my life where I promise myself I'm going to stay emotionally regulated, and then one little thing veers me off the path so much, and before I know, a month is gone. And I think I shared an episode last year on how we can ensure you're not a people pleaser. So this will make sure that you're always protecting your peace. You're always thinking, how can I safeguard this body, this mindset, to make sure that I am regulated at all times. So thou shalt protect thy peace. Boundaries are not negotiable. Like I said, boundaries without enforcement is just suggestion. So you're no longer the person that says no and then goes to explain, especially for this idea, for this thing that you want to do. Number 3, which I have learned the hard way, thou shalt not announce every move. Towards the end of last year, I did a YouTube video. I think I was saying I was going to lose weight. I was going to become healthy. And by there, I've come a long way. I'm really happy with my progress. But I felt like it was too early for me to talk about the thing before I actually reached the end. And I think it was and I said that in the video, I want to experiment because I'm such a big fan of strategic silence, right? Of doing the work until the progress itself, shows forth. And I'm the first to admit here that what I think works for most people is not announcing. Just do it. Let people come along and meet you doing that thing. Let people come along and meet you. You've already started that business. Meet a friend and tell them, oh, I'm already selling skincare. I'm already going to the gym. You don't need big announcements, by the way. Unless you're very sure. For some people, telling the others is a motivation. But what I have seen works best is when you just decide to do something and you go for it, right? And I talked about it in the past where when I started this channel, I wasn't shouting. I just shot a few episodes and then I told people I'm well on my way to doing YouTube. So please, results talk better. Results are so undeniable. And then the good thing with just starting is that people now have no choice. They don't have an opinion in it. They met you doing this thing, and so they flow along. So we are not announcing all our moves. We just do, we become, we move. Which leads me to the 4th commandment, which I think is very important. Thou shalt protect and preserve our bodies, that's our health, with as much love as possible. Now, I'm not here to tell you to lose weight. I'm not here to tell you to, go for your pap smear by force. But I will repeat again, and I have kept repeating on this channel. Our health is one of the most prized positions that we have as women. And there's nothing as heartbreaking, especially for women, when your health starts to give way, especially for things that you could have avoided. Now, we cannot control a lot of things, but health is one of those. Do what you need to do. Let this be among the commandments, that my health will become such a priority. I don't have to look like insanely toned, but I'm going to start working towards my health. And especially for my women over 40, the body gives you signals before it starts giving away. For me, I think I said it before, it was my back pain that made me now go back to the gym because I had this, extreme back pain. That's your way, or the body's way of telling you, you need to look into this. So your health is so important because without the ability, I'm telling you, to just feel healthy, everything else crumbles. So we are protecting our health. We are protecting our especially physical health. Of course, mental health is important, but I think the beginning is just really protecting this canvas that God has given you. So that's another thing with this mind your business. Mind your business. And one of the things that makes me happy, that I have now taken it upon myself, I'm like, I cannot be stressed about this external thing, when I even haven't figured out how to cook healthy meals. When I even haven't figured out, I haven't even taken enough water. You know how they say, like, mind your business and drink water? Yes. Because sometimes we are so busy regulating others, minding others, people businesses, and then we are slowly crumbling inside. So we are minding our health and not really thinking about others. It's our own body. Okay? The other thing in the commandment, oh my God, we shall get our finances right. Especially for my ladies over 40, I'm with you. I will keep repeating this. You cannot be over 40 and you don't have a budget. And by budget, I mean simple things like, this is how much I spend in a month. This is how much goes out. You cannot be over 40 and not have any savings, any investments. And I'm not saying this because it's all gone or now it's gone down the drain, you feel no. This is a challenge to you. If I was to count the amount of times that women are in situations where they don't want to be or stay in places that they don't want to be because of lack of financial wisdom, oh my God. And I'm glad that so many people are talking about it online right now. You have no excuse. It's 2026. Have a budget. You know, one of the things I learned is that you need to also have a wealth number. You know, so we are becoming really good at knowing what's our end goal financially. What's your wealth number? Is it 10 million? Is it 50 million? Those are big sums. I'm not even there yet. But you have to think boldly about your finances, because without money as a woman. And here's the thing, I've always said that it's not an argument of whether you're married, you're taken care of, or whether you're single. It doesn't matter. A big part for women for finances, even though you're married and taken care of, is psychological safety. That if anything happens, you're able to really take care of yourself. So let's move away from this topic of, if you're married or if you're single or if you have a boyfriend. This is not the channel for that. It's just getting yourself right. That you at least know where your money goes. You know how you spend. If you don't have any sustainable sources of income, can we work on that? So here, this protocol is about minding your business. If you're not minding your business in any of these things, just start with one. The other thing that we are minding is not outsourcing our joy. You know, a lot of us have pegged our joy on others, on our husbands, on our boyfriends. Yes, that if he does this, then I do this. If he doesn't do this, I don't. This is a reality, and it's not until you self-check and realize, why do I outsource my joy? And I dare say, while I derive a lot of joy from my children, one day they're going to leave me. They're going to leave the house, and it will just be me and my husband. And even then, you cannot afford for other people to be the ones that are the beginning and the end of your life. So that's why we are provoking ourselves. I'm first going to make sure that I give myself joy, I give myself peace, I mind my financial health, then I can now give to others. So we are gonna mind our joy, right? We are gonna rest when we need to, like I rested. We are gonna work hard when we need to. But here's the thing, in this mind your business protocol, for the first time, it's being about selfish. It's being really intentional with the things that cater to us. Now, I don't know where I am at, but the other thing we are going to do in the minding our business protocol, we are going to make sure that we are spiritually regulated. Because I've often come to realize, I don't know what your faith is, but there's things that are bigger than all of us. What do you anchor yourself on when things become difficult? When the thing that you're building, when the thing that you're working on, when this relationship that you're in becomes difficult? What do you anchor on to give you those answers that you don't probably tell your friends? Because some of us have unspoken pains, we have unspoken issues that we don't speak to anybody else. And I believe this is where like spiritual regulation and having somewhere you can go to helps. So we are going to be spiritually regulated. The other thing that I want to end with, and I started the year with, is spend as much time on yourself, with yourself, as you can. Now, I know isolation is one of the things that has been a topic that people are saying we are in a world where, because of technology, because of work, because of demands of our life, isolation is seen as, is becoming a thing that we are struggling with. I don't want you to be isolated in that sense. It is checking with yourself on a regular basis. So that's the kind of isolation I'm talking about. In my last episode, I was talking about how a bit of about waking up early mornings and checking within yourself, so that we are not here in June, July, and August saying, I wanted to take care of my health, I wanted to take care of my finances, and now nothing has happened. So checking in with yourself. So the Mind Your Business protocol will require you to know yourself so well. Have values. Check in with yourself. What are my values? What do I believe in? What do I care about? What don't I care about anymore? Who is in my life that needs to be brought closer? Who in my life that needs maybe to be brought, a bit further because it's not working? So check in with yourself so constantly that you know yourself so well that when a boundary is violated, when your finances are not working out, when your health is not working out, that you are so in tune with yourself, that you love yourself so much that no one even needs to tell you this is failing because you've already told yourself. No one needs to tell you you're winning because you know here you're winning. So these are some of the protocols, and I will keep adding to them. I want to delve a little bit more on them on my TikToks or in my other platforms, but this is the Mind Your Business protocol that I also coach high confidence women, and I hope to be introducing as much as I can, and hopefully within the year we'll have a program on it, because trust you me, minding my business has gotten me the farthest in the last 2-3 years because I was able to just lock in and mind my business. So I hope this helps you. And for women who are high key, not low key, high key minding your business, please share your tips and comments down below, because if you're winning in areas of your life and you think there's wisdom that we can glean from it, please let us know. And yeah, I'll see you in the next episode. As always, like, share, subscribe. I am back. Tell me the kind of guests that you want to see. I promise that we'll be having guests this year that pour into you, that help you think about your finances, guests in mental health, guests in any area of your life, and pray for me that I get these guests that we all learn from them. Until then, bye-bye.